Here's a sleep secret nobody seems to know about, and it has nothing to do with your mattress, your room temperature, or even what time you go to bed. Are you tired of spending 8, 9 hours in bed, but your brain feels like it was running a marathon all night? You know that feeling? You wake up and you're just as exhausted as when you went to sleep. Now, think about this. Ever wondered how someone in a super busy city like Tokyo, who might only get 6 or 7 hours of sleep, can wake up and be so focused, so present? It's like they have a different relationship with sleep altogether. And the crazy part is, they do. It's not about doing more. It's about thinking differently. And if you can get your head around this one idea, you can seriously change your sleep game. Imagine this. Imagine finishing a day, lying down, and within what feels like minutes you're out. Not because you're exhausted, but because your mind is clear. And then you wake up hours later, maybe even before your alarm, and you just open your eyes. No fog, no grogginess, just awake, ready. That feeling of a quiet mind in the morning? That's the goal. That's the result. So, what's the solution? What's this Japanese secret? It's called Kanso. Kanso is a concept that means simplicity, or, more specifically, elimination of clutter. And I'm not talking about the clutter on your nightstand. I'm talking about the clutter in your head. See, the problem for most of us isn't that we're not tired. The problem is that we go to bed with a brain that's still going a million miles an hour. We're mentally cluttered. We're replaying arguments from the day, making tomorrow's to-do list, worrying about that thing we said 5 years ago. Our brain is a browser with 100 tabs open. And then we just close the laptop and expect it to go to sleep. It doesn't work like that. Why does this happen? Because we never give our brain a signal that the day is actually over. We work, we watch intense TV, we scroll through stressful news, and then we just collapse into bed. There is no transition. There is no closing ceremony for the day. The Japanese principle of Kanso fixes this, making your pre-sleep routine all about mental decluttering. It's about creating a clear, simple, and peaceful space in your mind before you even try to sleep. Okay, so how do you actually apply Kanso? How do you declutter your mind? You create a mind shutdown ritual. This is going to take about 20-30 minutes before you want to be asleep. First, about 30 minutes before bed, you do what I call the brain dump. Get a notebook. It doesn't have to be fancy. And you write down 2 things, and only 2 things. 1, everything you accomplished today. And I mean everything. Even small stuff like replied to that annoying email or made a decent dinner. This tells your brain, see? We did stuff. The day was productive. It's complete. Everything you're worried about for tomorrow. This is the most important part. You're taking all those swirling thoughts and you're putting them on paper. You're literally telling your brain, it's okay. I've captured this. I won't forget. We can deal with this tomorrow. Right now, we are off the clock. That's it. Close the notebook. Literally, close the book on the day. The second part of applying Kanso is replacing chaos with calm. After the brain dump, your mind is empty. If you leave it empty, the clutter will just come back. So, you need to fill that space with something simple and peaceful. This is not the time for a thrilling Netflix show or scrolling on your phone. That's just adding new clutter. Instead, do one simple thing. Making a cup of caffeine-free tea and just sitting and sipping it quietly. Maybe it's looking out the window for 5 minutes. Maybe it's reading a few pages of a physical book, something light, not a thriller. The activity itself doesn't matter. What matters is that it's simple, it's calm, and it gives your brain a chance to wind down, not ramp up. So, your Kanso ritual might look like this. 10 p.m., you get into your pajamas. 10:15 p.m., you do your 5-minute brain dump in your notebook. You close it. Then, you spend 15 minutes sipping tea and maybe stretching a little. 10:30 p.m., you get into bed. Your mind isn't racing. It's quiet. It's ready for sleep. You're not just hoping to fall asleep. You've actively prepared your mind for it. This might feel a little silly at first. Writing stuff down can feel like a small, pointless thing. But trust me, the effect is huge. It's like telling the part of your brain that's always on that it's finally, officially allowed to clock out. So, here's your call to action. Tonight, don't worry about anything else. Don't stress about the perfect temperature or the perfect pillow. Just try the brain dump. Get any piece of paper. Spend 5 minutes writing down what you did today and what you're worried about tomorrow. Then just sit in silence for a few minutes before you get into bed. That's it. Just one night. See how you feel in the morning. See if your mind feels a little quieter, a little fresher. This one mental shift, this idea of Kanso, can be more powerful than any fancy sleep gadget. Give it a shot tonight. What have you got to lose besides a little bit of mental clutter?